Hello student, in previous lecture we discussed about the lesson storyteller in which we completed our first page 86, 85. So today we are continuing the chapter with page number 86 storyteller. So I am just giving you a summary related to previous lecture in which there are scene of one train cabinet in which there are three childs, one aunt and one stranger. They start traveling and we'll stop over the discussion of grass. So the next point is, why is the grass in the other field better? President Carroll. The frown on the bachelor's face was dipping to a skull. He was a hard, unsympathetic man. The aunt decided in her mind she was okay. So first we'll read the whole page and then we'll start the explanation. The frown on the bachelor's face was deepening into a skull. He was a hard, unsympathetic man. The aunt decided to in her mind she was entirely able to come to any satisfactory decision about the grass in the other field. The smaller girl created a diversion by the beginning to rotate on the road of mandalas. She only knew the first line, but she put her limited knowledge to the fullest possible use. She repeated the line over and over again in a dreamy but resolved and very audible voice. It seems to the bachelor as though some of had to bit with her, and that she could not repeat the line aloud 2000 times without stopping. Where it was who had made the marriage was likely to solve his bet. Come over here and listen to a story, said the aunt, when the bachelor had looked twice at her. The children moved slightly towards the aunt's end of the carriage. Evidently, her reputation as a storyteller did not rank high in their estimate. In a low, confidential voice, interrupted at frequent intervals by the loud, petulant questioning from her listener, she began an unpredictably and deeply uninteresting story about the little girl who was good at and made friends with everyone on the account of her goodness, and was finally saved from the mad bull by a number of researchers who admired her moral character. Wouldn't they have saved her if he hadn't been good? Demanded the bigger of the small girl. It was exactly the question that he bachelor had wanted to ask. Well, yes, admitted the auntie lamely, but I don't think they would have run quite so fast to her help if they had not liked her so much. It's the stupidest story I'll ever heard, said the bigger of the small girl. With immunious conviction, I didn't listen after the first bit. It was a stupid story. Carol. So after the discussion of that grass, the children start irritating the peoples, and then small girl just singing a song. The first line of a song is only repeating the girl just on the roads of Mandala. Okay, so she repeat the line over and over again, and the dreamy and stupid audible voice. It seems the bachelor too enough to hear that, and then the aunt asked her, "Come here and listen the story." When the bachelor looked to her aunt twice, the the children moved slightly towards the aunt, and the aunt start the storytelling. But the aunt don't have a rank high in that storytelling. She started with the confidential and low, interrupted frequently involves, and start telling story about a girl and his habit of goodness when she helps everyone, and when she had facing a problem about the bull, and number of resolve coming to support her and save her from the bull. And she explained the children that because of her kindness and goodness, all the peoples are saving her from the bull. Wouldn't they have saved her if he hadn't been a good? demanded the biggest, smaller girl. She asked a question from her aunt. Okay, what if the girl was not good? Then the people help her or not? Then aunt replied, well, yes, admitted the aunt lamely, but don't you think they would have run quite fast so help if she didn't like her? Then Claire replies, this is the stupidest story I ever heard. Thank you.